So I do have my robe on. I just have it covering down here because it is so hot in this room. It's like not even funny. With all these lights on and stuff, it just gets like boiling in here, and I can't right now. So if you hear something scratching around, by the way, it's my cat. Yeah, he's playing with something right now, so he's pretty rambunctious. Anyway, so everything in this video is going to be Avon products only, except for one thing, because I really do need to moisturize my skin. Not that it's feeling really dry right now or anything, but I always try to put a moisturizer on before I go in with primer and stuff, and I don't really have any Avon moisturizers like for daytime that I like that wear well under makeup. And I'm sorry if I sound a little nasally right now, but I had a sneezing attack just a few minutes ago. So, yeah, I apologize. I really should go get a bottle of water because I normally have a bottle of water next to me. But anyway, so the first thing that I am going to go in with is this Urban Decay Hot Springs Hydrating Gel. I've talked about this in like a million other favorites videos, and I've used it in a few other tutorials, so I know you guys know about this now. I did use the Avon Pore Penetrating or Clear Skin Pore Penetrating facial scrub in the shower, because I do like to do some sort of like a microderm or a scrub just lightly in the morning before I do my makeup, because then everything just goes on nice and smooth. So I'm just going to let this seep into my skin. I'm going to run and grab a water, and I will be right back. So the first thing that I'm going to go in with is this Avon Magic's Face Perfector. It does have SPF 20 in it. I don't usually use anything that has SPF in it, honestly. I don't think any of my products, maybe one of my primers does, but if it does, I don't even know about it. I really just don't use sunscreen. I put so much makeup on my face that the sun does not penetrate my skin. So we're going to go in with this. I have not used this in... Why isn't it coming out? Okay. I have not used this in such a long time, and I think that's like probably way too much. Just take a little, oh wow. Oh yeah, what the F are you doing, Brittany? That's too much, too much. Anyway. I used to use this all the time when I was an Avon Rep and a district assistant manager. Okay, maybe it wasn't too much. I feel like I need more now. What? It's really, really silky. But this was the only primer that Avon has ever had, so this is what I was using. It doesn't seem like there's a sheen. I'm like looking at my hands to see if there's a sheen or anything, and it doesn't smell. Yeah, it does kind of smell like sunscreen. Yeah, it smells like sunscreen. By the way, I apologize for my nails. I had a bad week this week. I was not in a good mood on Monday, and I broke a nail, and then I said fuck it and took them all off after I spent tons of money having them put on. I just got fucking so pissed and ripped them all off, so. Anyway, so the foundation that I chose was the Avon True Color Flawless Liquid Foundation. This has SPF 15 in it, so again, I usually don't use any foundations with SPF in them just because of the flashback and stuff, and I just, honestly, if you have like a more of a medium to full coverage foundation, I don't really see the point in having sunscreen in it because the sun never touches my face. Never. My body will be tan, but my face is still white when I take my makeup off at the end of the day. I'm not a fan of it. Sometimes it doesn't wear well throughout the day if it has sunscreen, so we will find out. I'm just gonna pump a little bit on the back of my hand. This reminds me of the foundation I used to use all the time by Avon. But I swear to God it had a different name. I know it was like Flawless something or other. Maybe this is the same and it's just like different like labeling, because the package looks the same. This is really, really thick. Holy shit. I'm so used to my Estee Lauder foundation, and it's a little more liquidy. I am using just like my Real Techniques beauty sponge because I didn't want to try the Avon sponge. It just, I don't know, it wasn't appeasing my interests. Okay, so this is definitely more of like a light to medium coverage. I'm kind of hoping that this builds up because I can still see like some of my pink showing through. And then I do have like a blemish coming through, which I don't know what the freaking hell that is from. I haven't had a breakout in such a long time, and then all of a sudden this week, I don't know if it's because I've been in a shitty mood and like my stress levels have been up or what, but yeah, just have not been having a good week. And then like I was trying to fuck with this one. I don't know what's going on with me. And like I've been taking those Halo Beauty vitamins, the ones that Tati came out with. I'm actually almost done. I probably have like maybe 12 pills left, and you take 2 a day. So I'm just like, for right now, I didn't take any like before and after pictures of my face or body or anything like that to have like proof of whether or not anything's working. But I mean, I haven't really noticed a difference. Honestly, I really haven't noticed a difference in anything. My skin doesn't look any better. I'm breaking out. But I'm not going to blame that on the vitamins because I have had a really shitty week. And it could just be my stress, because if I stress out enough, I will break out in hives. So that's probably what's going on here, but yeah. Okay, so I do like the way that this foundation's going on. I just wish it was a little bit more full coverage because I feel like I'm really packing it on. I definitely think I'm going to go in with a second layer and we'll see how it builds up. When I used to apply my foundation back in the day, I used to actually use like the flat foundation brush. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what I was thinking back in the day, but these were not like a thing back then. So it always looked a little streaky and not even. You know, you live, you learn. But I'm not feeling the way this looks. I have to be honest though, the color, it's not bad. It's really not bad. I wasn't sure if I was going to be into the color that I chose because it's hard to pick in the book like what color you are. And representatives pay a shit ton of money for samples. So I understand why some don't give out samples because they're expensive. It's like $2 for 5 freaking samples. It's like, are you kidding me? They should honestly be giving that stuff out like maybe 2 or 3 times a year in bulk for free. Like, you want your representatives to sell it, give it away. Don't make them buy it because that just, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And then the fact that the price of the brochures went up. Those Avon brochures, for those of you who are not affiliated with Avon and never sold Avon, are freaking expensive. For like 10 brochures, it's $7 and change, and then you pay tax on everything. It's like unbelievable. I don't even know how people are supposed to make money with Avon. I never did. I'll just be honest. I used to have 150 customers, and they always put orders in, but like by the time I was done buying samples and books, and then if I wanted anything, I had no money. None. I'm just being honest. I mean, really, the only way you can make money with Avon is by like recruiting and growing like a team, which I was never really into. And then when I became the district assistant, I couldn't do that. It wasn't allowed. So, okay, it seems to be building nicely. I do need to go down my neck though, because I always go down my neck. Even if it is a perfect match, I don't care. I have to go down my neck. I can't stand when I go places and I see women who have like literally like a line at their jawline, and I'm like, oh my god, why couldn't you have blended your shit down your neck, please? Okay, so it seems like this is the best coverage that I'm going to get, which is okay. I mean, it's not my Estee Lauder coverage, but I can deal. I don't really feel like it sets into the skin as nicely either. Like, I kind of feel like it's just, I don't know. What is the word I'm looking for? Like, sitting on the top of my skin kind of funny. Like, it's not really, I don't want it to seep into my pores or anything, but like it just doesn't lay nicely on the skin. It kind of just sits on top of it, looking a little odd to me. It could be the amount that I have on my face, but I mean, I don't really do light to medium coverage. It's either medium to full coverage. That's just how I am. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit, get my mirror so I can really look. So it doesn't dry down. It's pretty wet still, and I can see around my nose. I'm gonna have to set this with powder pretty quickly, and then it's really hanging out in the creases of my eyes. Excuse me, my wrinkles. Which means I'm pretty sure throughout the day, my lovely little forehead line that I hate so much is going to be bunched up with makeup. Oh, I hate that. And my chin. But, okay, so let's move on to, we're gonna do concealer, and we're gonna do a little bit of stick contour. Oh my god, I have foundation all over me right now. So this is, I guess, new. Avon never used to have contour sticks, at least not that I remember. We just used to use like a dark ass foundation color to contour. That's how we learned when we went to when we won the Avon Makeup Maven competition and we went to New York. By the way, I never put foundation anywhere around my eye area, but I'm just going to draw some lines around my forehead, temple area. I'm gonna zoom you guys out just a little bit. There we go. And down here around the jaw. Maybe. So I got the lighter color, obviously, because I'm pretty pale. I'm not even going to use this highlighting side just because I just don't bother with that. That's what I use the concealer for. But I'm going to go in and blend this out. Tell if it's removing the foundation. I'm hoping it's not. I can't really tell right now. The lights in here, it kind of sucks because sometimes the lighting, it throws off my vision like big time. So I can't really see everything that's going on, but I think so far it's doing a decent job. Some people, like when I first started doing contouring and I was watching these girls like just drawing all over their face with like this dark color, I was like, what the hell are they doing? I was like, that's insane. But if you have like a good contouring product and you put it on the right kind of foundation that doesn't completely dry down immediately, it works out quite well because it blends out nicely without drying and then leaving like lines everywhere. Honest, it blends out really nicely. I'm so shocked right now. Like, I'm not even kidding. It almost feels like I didn't even put it on. Wow. It's very, very creamy, I have to be honest. It's super creamy. Actually kind of impressed with that. I think I could have probably gone with the darker color because this is extremely light. I mean, it's lighter than all of my other cream contour sticks. But, yeah, no, I definitely like it. I gotta fix this, excuse me. This headband is actually Avon from like a million years ago, too. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. I am going to be going over it with powder and stuff after, so it will be a little more intensified. But anyway, this is the Avon True Color Concealer in Fair. I'm kind of nervous to use this, honest to God, I'm not going to lie, because back in the day, I used to use the Avon Extra Lasting Concealer, and I thought it was like the best freaking concealer ever, but every time I would put it on, it would like burn underneath my eyes, and I'm starting to wonder if that concealer is what gave me like all these premature wrinklings under my eyes, because I used it for probably 7 or 8 years. I was obsessed with it, and I'm just nervous that this is gonna burn, but I'm hoping it doesn't. Alright, I'm so used to my Tarte Shape Tape that this little doe foot thing is like, what the hell? Oh yeah. So it feels really thick as I'm putting it on. I feel like I have to keep dunking it. It's very thick. It almost feels, it kind of reminds me of the consistency of the MAC Longwear Concealer. Is that the name of it? I stopped using that a while ago. But the color seems okay. This is about the color that I would normally put on, I guess. I don't really know. I'm just gonna blend this in with, this is a L'Oreal concealer blender. I love this. I use it all the time. I really don't know. Whatever's left on the sponge, and just do my eyelids now, just to get rid of the darkness, so that when we go in with eyeshadows and everything, it's not like contrasting. But I did get this Avon True Color Flawless Translucent Powder. This is what I'm going to be using to set my makeup today. A slight yellow tinge to it. Oh my god, Brittany, did you shake enough out? Holy shit. Does come with their little like velour poofy poof, but I'm not a fan of it. I like these ones, which are just like an Equate brand that you can get them at the drugstore. I'm obsessed with my Laura Mercier poof, but I need to wash it. It's just hanging out right now. So I'm just gonna use this one. I'm gonna like really pack the powder into it, like a lot of it, because I bake. So baking is key if you want your makeup to last all day. I'm gonna go back in with this just to get rid of any creasing that's going on, because I can see that the concealer is settling in my wrinkles. I'm gonna look really crazy. I get picked on all the time when I do my makeup. They're like, oh my god, look at your face. Yeah, I know. I look nuts for a little while. I always set wherever I normally get like creasing throughout the day, and I've been noticing, because I smile a lot, I have like this one line on the side of my mouth that tends to show up during the day, and it pisses me off, so I just try to set it really well so that it doesn't happen. And then of course this one in the center of my stupid freaking eyebrows. But this powder doesn't really seem like it's translucent. It has like a straight up yellowy beige tint to it. I don't know. I'm just gonna pack on as much as I can, and I'll brush it off after. Gonna look nuts. Okay. The next thing that I normally do is my eyebrows, and I have just been like dreading this part of my makeup, like no kidding, because my eyebrows take me about 15 minutes to do every day, and I usually use NYX products and my Anastasia products. So I'm very, very nervous to even start doing these, because what I'm using, yeah. I've used the Avon, it's like a glimmer stick brow liner. It sucks. It's so freaking thick. It's chunky. It's waxy. I just don't like it. That's why I didn't reorder it, because I knew I was like, no, I'm not using that. It sucks. I really don't like it. So I found these dark brown luxury liners that I've had for a few years. So I'm going to try to use these to kind of like draw on the shape and everything and fill in. And then I'm going to go in with the brow powdery waxy thing. I'm probably not going to use the wax, maybe for setting my brows afterwards, but I don't know about this. I don't know. But I do need to like use a powder for my brows. Normally I use all auburn colored stuff. This is in, what the hell color? Oh, this says auburn. That doesn't look auburn like the auburns I normally use. That looks like taupey brown. We will see. I don't know. I'm going to just use my spoolie on the end of my Anastasia brow brush. Just to kind of, yeah. I need to do my brows. I really need to pluck them. Like, you see what's happening here? How the concealer is settling into the creases. Tarte Shape Tape doesn't do that. And so I'm not going to talk through my brows, just because I really need to focus on what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and how I'm going to pull them off, because I am going to be going out later today and I don't want my makeup to look too freaking nuts. So I'm just not going to talk through this part. You guys can just watch. Lord, give me the strength. Holy shit, I don't know what I'm doing. I seriously feel like I'm going to have like a heart attack, because my brows, seriously, I hate my natural brows. They're destroyed. They just suck. So, the thing about these liners is they're a little bit creamy. So my brows are probably not going to be very, what you call it? I need to sharpen this. It's already too dull for me. They're probably not going to be very budge proof all day. And that's the one thing that I freaking love about all the other brow products that I use, because my brows, they stay on no matter what. I can go in the shower. I have to like scrub my brows off, like seriously. The rain, snow, whatever. I can get my face wet, but my brows are not coming off, so. Like so dark. My brows, my mother's gonna look at me today and be like, why are your brows so much darker than normal? Going with such a light pressure, because I know if I push too hard, everything's just gonna go to shit. Now I feel like this is probably going to be as good as it's gonna get for like shaping wise because I don't have such a fine tip to work with, so I'm just gonna lightly just fill in. The reason I do this, and I do this with all of my other products as well, is just so that the powders or the shadows that I use stick to the brow. I need chapstick like so bad right now. Okay, so now what I normally do is I would normally go in with my Anastasia pomade, my brow pomade, but we don't have that, so we're gonna work with what we have. Because I normally draw like little fake brow hairs in the front, like to kind of make it look a little more, you know, if that makes sense. Totally made sense. So I am going to just take my brow brush and I'm gonna try to take some of this liner. I'm probably cross-eyed right now. Sorry. Just gonna make sure that's nice and okay. Let's see if this works. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. It's kind of working. It's kind of working. It's kind of working. It's not as nice as like I would like it to be, but we'll work with it. Oh my god. I am trying so hard right now. I have just gotten so used to all of my other makeup products that you get into your routine with the products you're used to, and it's like if you go to mix it up, it's like, what are you doing? They're not as nice and like sharp little like fake hair looking things as I would like them to be, but it's just going to have to work today. Alright, I'm just going to take another brow angled brush, and now I'm going to go into the auburn color in the pan here. I don't know about this. Oh my god, they're just not coming out how I want them, and breathe, Brittany, just breathe. Normally I use 3 different powders in my eyebrows. I use like a really light one towards the front, and then like a medium shade in the middle, and then a darker one towards the tail. But yeah, I didn't have that many options with Avon. This is definitely one of my worst brow days in a very, very long time. I'm not really feeling this powder. I'm starting to get really fussy now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go and clean up like the underneath and really fix this situation up. I do this every day as well. I just take like another little angle brush and some of the concealer. Isn't as light is the one I normally use to do my brows. Yes, I do have a specific concealer just for my brows. I know it's gonna sound really freaking insane, but I do. La 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 la, it's gonna be alright. If you get concealer where it shouldn't be, you can always just go in with your brow brush and just remove what you don't want there. And I kind of just like sit back and I try to see if they look even enough or not. This is the part that takes the fucking longest in the morning for all of my makeup. It's just, it's unbelievable. People think I take a lot of time to do my eye makeup. I'm like, no, what takes me the longest is my stupid eyebrows. But okay, I'm done applying that. Now I'm just gonna take, this is a flat concealer brush that I've had from Avon for like a million years. I mean, it's destroyed, but this is what I use to just blend out the concealer. I'm gonna go back in with that brow brush and I'm gonna take a little bit of the powder on it and just try to fill in right here, because I feel like I wiped away a little bit of it. This powder is so freaking flaky. I don't normally have this problem. Now I have powder in my concealer. Son of a bitch. That didn't really do exactly what I wanted. It didn't. It's just not like my Anastasia powder. I'm being really fussy right now, but they're not bad. They're not what I want, but I am going to survive. I'm just gonna take my little concealer sponge to just kind of like blend out a little bit. I'm not gonna go too close to the brow though, because if I touch it, I will fuck it all up. Is put on our eye base, the eye primer. I used to use this years ago. It used to be in like a different little jar, but this is the Avon eyeshadow primer. So it's extremely creamy. I'm used to using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which this is pretty much the same color. It's not as thick though. Really need to stop complaining. People don't normally complain this much, do they? I feel like I'm just whining today. But I do all over the eyelid, up to where I was doing the concealer, under the brow, right on the inside here. And when it looks good, I'm going to just take like a fluffy brush. This one is the one I use all the time to set my primer. I'm just going to go into that translucent powder and I'm just going to set all over this. And the reason why I do this is so that when we go in with eyeshadows, they just go on very nicely and the colors really, really pop. Because if I just went in with eyeshadow on top of that primer, the eyeshadows would probably stick to it and it wouldn't be like a nice blend. I do one eye at a time, especially when I'm using my Painterly Paint Pot, because that stuff dries down so fast you don't have too much time to play with it. When I have fingernails though, I can't use my fingers. I have to use like a brush to put on my primer. So I kind of like doing it with my finger because I can really blend it out nicely without there being like stroke marks and whatnot. But girl likes her fingernails, so, you know. That's that brush off. I just have like a makeup towel in my lap. And then I'm just gonna go and dust off any excess that is on this eye, because it doesn't need to be hanging out there. Okay, and then go back on this one. Awesome. So, I don't know how much I like this, only because it's not as thick as the Painterly Paint Pot, and I can still, I don't know if you guys can see it, I can still see a little bit of like my blue showing through, you know, those lovely little dark circles and shit. For someone who has like very, very discolored skin on their eyes or a lot of veins or anything like that, I don't really think that this is going to cover that up very well, like the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. But I mean, if you're just looking for an eyeshadow base, let's see how this does. I already still own like practically all of my Avon eyeshadow quads and the Avon little single eyeshadows, so I just kind of went through and was picking out stuff that I thought I might want to use today. And I don't know if Avon even still sells these, but these were like my freaking favorite when they came out. I bought all of them. I just absolutely love these. So I'm just basically going to do a neutrally smoky brown sort of eye, kind of like what I did when I won Avon Makeup Maven. I did what I called my neutral toned eye. Dear God, that video was so bad. It was the first video I'd ever filmed. It was so embarrassing. No one even knows it's me because I was blonde and I look a hell of a lot different. So, the thing about Avon's quads I don't like is they don't come with many matte shades. The matte shades it does come with is usually the darkest shade in here, and I'm like, what the hell? I need transition shades and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna wing it. Before, I never used to use transition shades and all that stuff. I used to just put eyeshadow on, and it was like a glitter scene from, I don't know, the 90s. But I need to also clean a lot of my brushes. I have like 4 more things like this on my vanity. Here's another one. My brushes are very dirty right now. I need to clean them. I just have been a little lazy. So actually, I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go into my Avon bronzer. This I'm actually going to be using in my face later, but this is just the bronzing powder in light bronze. I'm going to use this as like my transition shade in my crease. These are all, for the most part, Morphe brushes that I'm going to be using. I'm sorry. They're just cheap. Like literally cheap. So that's why I have these, because I cannot afford like Sigma or anything like that, and Avon's brushes, they don't have enough variety for me, so I use these. Anyway, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of that bronzer and put it right into the crease, just so I have a little transition happening. What I'm doing, I just kind of just do it and see what I come up with. Usually it comes out really good. Some days I'm just not having a good day and it comes out looking strange. So hopefully today will be a decent day and we won't have that problem. Alright, so I actually just grabbed another quad too, so I'm going to use both of these, I think. So this one is the Chocolate Sensation, and then this one here is the Go Natural, which I feel like I used in a video like way back when I first started putting videos up on YouTube. I feel like I've used this one before, but I'm not positive. But I'm just going to take that number 2 shade. It's kind of like a golden greeny brown almost on a blending brush. It does have freaking shimmer in it, and it doesn't even look like it's coming off on the brush. Okay, there's something there. And this is just gonna go in the crease as well. Holy fucking shit, there's like no pigmentation here. Avon. I'm like digging this brush in here right now. pissed. So now I remember why I don't really use Avon's eyeshadows. What the fucking fuck? I should not have to keep going into this. I went to the Avon facility when we went to New York, and I got to see how the eyeshadows and everything were created, but back then I really wasn't paying much attention to it. I was just more interested in like, oh, what are the colors that are going to be coming out and stuff like that. And I kind of wish I'd asked more questions now on how they formulate their eyeshadows, because they are just not very pigmented. They're just not. I feel like this is too basic for me. This is driving me nuts. I mean, I feel like I'm not even putting anything on. Like, where is it? Anyway, when we had walked into the area where they were doing the eyeshadows, they had these beautiful pigments all laid out on a table. I think I took a picture of them. With like beautiful neon colors and beautiful purples, yellows, all these like really, really vibrant, I thought they looked like dust in a little pan. But I thought that they were going to be coming out with like some really, really pretty, like bright colors. But no, that's what they use to formulate all these dull, boring colors that don't have pigmentation or blendability. This looks patchy right here. This is gonna drive me nuts. I'm done with that color. We're moving on. That color's just not cutting it for me, so we are going to use something different, because that is just gonna drive me up a wall. So I think I'm just gonna go into this little pan here. This is the Khaki Chic Quad. I'm gonna go into this darker color. It does have like a tinge of green to it. It is very, very glittery, and do you see the pigmentation on that? Why couldn't they formulate all their eyeshadows like these? These were the best to me. I loved these quads. But it's full of glitter. I am going to be putting it into my crease. Normally I don't put glitter in my crease, but we're gonna do it today. When people ask me like what makeup they should invest in and what they should save on, at first I wasn't really sure what to tell them. Like, I use drugstore mascaras and I absolutely love them, but I don't really use any drugstore eyeshadow anymore, because I've just been too spoiled with the more higher end luxury products and how nicely they blend and the pigmentation on them. I mean, I go into the drugstore and I see like the nice little cute eyeshadow quads that come out, but then you go to use them and they just don't perform that well to me. So I always tell people now, if you want your makeup to look really good, you want it to last, I say splurge on almost anything except mascara. Because mascara, I feel like the drugstore just does it good, does it well, like, yeah. But this was more like what I was trying to go for. Something a little bit darker. This is a little bit darker than I was wanting, but it'll be okay. It almost doesn't even look green anymore. It looks almost like a charcoal color. So now I'm gonna go in with this. It's an extra lasting, what are these called? Eyeshadow pencil crayon. This one is in the color Rich Cocoa. I used to use these all the time with Avon so that I could get the best like pop of pigmentation on my lids. I'm gonna just rub this all over my lid and then blend it out with a brush. Sure you get like down towards your lash line as well, so that there's no gap missing there. Need a little bit more. kid's eye look is gonna wind up becoming like a smoky thing. I really do. Wasn't supposed to, but it's starting to look a little smoky here. I'm just gonna take like a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna go back in with that green color, that green darky, whatever the hell color. This is gonna go right on the outside V of the eye. See how nice it just like sticks to the eye crayon? Like it just, oh my god. Oh, I missed these. I haven't used these quads in so long. It's just, you definitely have to have like a base down. I think like glitter glue would probably do the trick too, but I don't have any Avon glitter glue. I don't even think they make it. Does Avon even just make glitter anymore? Did they ever? I don't know. I feel like Avon needs to get more up with the times. I feel like they're a little bit behind schedule with everyone else that releases things. Avon takes like 1.5 to 2 years before they release it. Like highlighters have been out for years now. They just come out with highlighters. Why they take so long? Because like if they want more people to buy their makeup, they need to stay with the trends that are coming out now and not come out with them like next year. So I'm just going to do that on the outer, and then I'm going to go in with this middle color here. Is going to go right alongside that in the middle. This shade's a little drier feeling, but it has such a pretty sparkle to it. Oh yeah, this is going to become smoky, smoky, smoky. And then for the inner corner, we're going to go in with that gold color. I used to do this like all the time, I feel like. This is pigmented, holy shit, that's powdery. Blend it just over top that middle shade. Like I want to go in with a little bit of this brown color, this number 4 in this quad. Okay, this one seems pigmented. I'm just gonna go right along the outside here. Blending brush just to kind of like blend that all. I don't like is because there wasn't enough transition options. There's no like gradients here. It just looks like straight up eyeshadow. I like a gradient to be like a light brown, a medium brown, and then the dark. But it just looks like dark, if that makes sense. By the way, all this fallout is just going to sweep away because we've been baking underneath our eyes. So I'm not worried about that. Alright. Now I'm gonna do like my brow bone area here. Of course, all of their freaking like white shades are all very shiny. Not usually what I would go and put all over. I'm gonna have a panic attack in a second here. I'm gonna go into this quad here, the Chocolate Sensation. This is actually an Avon brush as well. This I've had for years. I love this brush. And I'm just going to go under the brow bone. Under the brow. And the reason why I do this last is so that if there is any harsh lines with the blending of the crease colors, I'll show you in a second. I just take my blending brush and blend it together, and then it looks really nice. I do take this all the way down here. It's not necessary. I normally have a matte white color that I do that with, but I don't have one of those today, so it's okay. And now I'm going to take that blending brush and just blend it all so that it looks nice. That's not as, yeah, it's not what I want, but we're going to do it anyway. Fuck. Oh my God. I feel like I am just whining today. it's just not what I want. It's really just not. I'm just taking a little bit more of that brown color that I used before. Oh my god. Oh shit, I kind of like that brown. Alright, I'm going to take this dark number 4 brown on that brush that I was using before, and I'm going to put this in the outer corner. Because now that we're smoking it out, might as well really smoke it out. Number 4 shade back in the other palette, and we're going to run this just right under the bottom lash line, because I like a pretty dark bottom lash line. You do not have to put a dark color here if you do not want to, but I like it. And I'm just going to take this, since I'm doing like a pretty smoky eye, I'm just going to take it pretty far in. Okay. This is an IT Cosmetics brush, by the way. I think it's a number 14. Yeah, okay. Number 220. Now I'm going to go in with that dark number 4 color back in the other quad. Same brush. But this one I'm not going to go as far in with. I'm just going to leave it like right here on the outside. Okay. You see all the fallout? Holy shit. Now I'm not saying that with higher end eyeshadows you won't get fallout, because you do. But because I bake pretty much the entire time I do my makeup, I can just sweep it away without having anything like stick to my face. So that's why I don't really mind much fallout. It's not like a big deal to me. Some people are like, oh, fallout, nope, that's junk. I'm just going in with like a cleaner blending brush, fluffy brush, just to kind of blend that bottom lash line. I am going to take another little brush here, go into the little quad in the gold color. I'm going to just put this in the inner corners. Just in the inner corner of the bottom lash line, up into like the whole tear duct area here. White shade in here because it's a little bit creamier than that other one, and we're gonna go right slightly over top, but more into this little like I call it, I don't know what I call it. What the fuck am I even talking about? Like the I don't know what you call this, like the dip over here. I don't know. I'm not completely going over top the gold, but I am putting it there just so that it looks a little more highlighted in this area. And I'm also going to take that and just right here where like the arch of the brow is. This has a lot of fallout. It's falling all over the place. I'm going to take my brow brush and go into the number 4 in here, because I kind of would like the tail to be just a little bit darker so that there's a little more of a gradient here. How women do their makeup in 5 minutes. Like my mother, holy God, my mother. I don't even know where to begin with her. First off, she takes like the darkest foundation shade that's like nowhere near her color, which drives me insane, okay? She puts it on her hands and then like rubs it on her face like moisturizer, and it pretty much blends out to like nothing, which was like, to me, senselessly even bothering to put foundation on. But even such a dark color, she's like, oh, it makes me look like I have a little suntan. I'm like, Mom, it just doesn't go. do that. I'm not picking on you or anything. I might be a little bit. I just don't see the point in why you put foundation on and then rub it all over your face into nothing. What does that do? You might as well just use like a tinted moisturizer. I'm telling you, I could work on my brows all day long. I'm never satisfied with them. Using products I'm not used to using just drives me a little crazy. But I think we need to just leave them the fuck alone, because we're just gonna overdo it and then I'm gonna be pissed when they come out looking like shit. But I'm just gonna blend those colors together that I did. Now I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and we are going to brush away all of this extra powder underneath our eyes. I usually start with my nose first. Oh my god. I already have a problem. Get ready for this. I'm gonna be bitching. So I brush away like the other bake first, and then I just swoop and blend. Or yes, sweet blend. Everything's blending with me. I don't like this translucent powder. I look like I straight up have cake flour on my face. I'm not okay with that. I'm really not okay. I don't like how I can still see some pink here showing through the foundation. That's gonna drive me nuts. This is what I'm talking about right now when I tell you shit settles and creases around my nose. It cracked up. I'm pissed. I'm not even kidding, I'm pissed. Really fix that right now either. Shit. Too thrilled with that. Oh, alright, I'm just gonna take like another fluffy face brush, and now because I don't have another face powder to use, I'm just gonna take some of this translucent powder, swirl it into the brush. Oh my god, that was way too much, Brittany. Really? And just dust it around the face where we didn't bake. Down the neck. Don't like drag it around your face, like just lightly do pats and then like swirling motions. Only because if you drag it, you might pull the foundation, because I'm gonna tell you right now, this foundation is still tacky. Like, I know that I used the contour sticks. I don't know if you guys can even tell anymore with all the powder and shit on my face. This is how I always do it when I do contour sticks, though. Like, I always go in with powder, but I can normally still see where the contour is. I guess I can kind of see it, but it's not really that pigmented. Like, it's not really showing through. I can't talk. Use your words today, Brittany. Where are they? They're gone. They've disappeared. I don't know. Anyway, I am now going to go in with some mascara. This is the Avon True Color Super Extend Winged Out Mascara. I swear to God I've had this. I didn't think I did, but this packaging looks like super familiar to me, and I'm like, I wonder if this is the one I used a while ago, and I just wasn't a fan of it. But I do like the brush. The brush isn't bad. It's alright. It's very spiky. I always hold the mirror down here and sweep up on my lashes. And I kind of like blink into the wand as well. That's how I get them to look very fanned out. It's not as lengthening as I would like. I will go in with a few more coats though. I definitely think it does a good job with separation from all the little spikes on the brush. I'm just not a fan of the lengthening part. I feel like they could be longer. I'm gonna bronze up the face And I think I want to use this bronzer. This one I had ordered and I never used it. It's brand new. This one is the Warm Glow, so hopefully this isn't too warm for my skin tone. I'm gonna go in with, this is just an IT Cosmetics. This is like my Wonder Ball brush. This was expensive. Alright, it's not bad. I just swirl it in circular motions all around the face. Holy fucking shit, maybe it is a little warm. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, Brittany. We'll tone it down in a minute. This might be a little warm. I'm having a problem. I'm having a serious problem. This is not okay. As I'm bronzing, it's breaking up my foundation. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I am so glad I'm not going like out in too many public areas today. It's just basically to my car and to my mom's and then back home. Because if I had to stop at the liquor store first, I wouldn't be going and I'd be making somebody else going for me. Oh my god. It's breaking up on my fucking forehead. Are you kidding me? I'm just going to take this brush here. This is not normally what I would use for contouring, but I'm going in with, this is an Avon blush actually in Earthen Rose. I had read on a website years ago that one of, I think it was a Victoria's Secret model or something. It was called A Model Recommends, I think, or something like that. She used this for contouring, and I was like so excited that somebody was using like an Avon product on their face. So I started using this for contouring years ago, and I really liked it. So I'm just gonna lightly go into my little hollows here, you know, that don't exist because I'm fat. And I'm afraid to keep doing this because I'm like paranoid that my foundation's gonna start rubbing off. Yeah, this is just, you do not have to contour your forehead. I do because I feel like my forehead is huge. When I was in 5th grade, I used to wear my hair in a ponytail since I moved to Rhode Island from Tennessee. Like, that was like my thing. I loved ponytails. I got picked on for it a lot, but my teacher, my 5th grade teacher, said that if I kept wearing ponytails, my forehead was going to get huge because I was pulling my hair back too much. And I was like, oh my god. So in 6th grade, I kind of started chilling out with the ponytails because I was like, oh my god, my forehead's huge. And I kind of do feel like it is huge. I was pulling at my hair too much. But yeah. Thanks, 5th grade teacher. I don't even remember who the fuck you were, but thanks. Oh, I forgot to contour my nose. I have to contour my nose. That's important. Contour my nose to make the shape of it look any different. I just do it because I've now went and created like fake shadowing on the outside of my face, so I have to bring it to the inside as well. My bottom lashes, I'm so sorry, I'm like never in focus when I do my mascara. And this eye for the past month and a half has been twitching nonstop. I am going to comb through my brows lightly just so that they look a little more natural. I can't go too crazy because I use such a waxy pencil on my brows. It will just like come right off, so I'm just going to go light. Especially in the front because you want the front to look really natural. And then just down the tail. I'm going to go in with some blush. I think this will be light enough. I don't know. I just have a little bit in the cap here, and this is an extremely dirty blush brush. Sorry. And we're just going to dust that onto the cheek. I'm going to go back in with that face brush and just kind of like blend that a little bit so it doesn't look too like blushy. I'm not going to do any more coats on the top because it's really not lengthening them. It's just going to make them thicker and more spidery, and that's not really what I'm going for. But I'm going to put some black liner. This is just another Avon luxury liner. I'm going to put this on my waterline. I'm going to tight line as well. So I just kind of like look down and then just run the liner on the top lash line underneath. It's good. And now we're going to go in with the new Avon highlight. And I got this one in Moonlit. I'm just going to take a fan brush. It looks kind of pink. I have to be honest, it has like a little pinky hue to it. It's very, very powdery. And we're just gonna... Is anything happening? I don't see anything happening. Oh, Lord. I don't really see a whole lot happening here. Is anything happening? Okay, I think we're getting somewhere now. Yes, we're getting somewhere now. Okay. It's taking a lot of time, but we're getting there. Oh yeah, there we go. That's better. Maybe I just have to get that first little layer off there. Okay. Probably should have gotten a golder highlight since I did more of like a gold eye look, but it's alright. I wasn't really sure what the heck I was even gonna do. Just run this right on the tip of my nose, the bridge a little bit. My Cupid's bow, I just like dust it. Wow, it almost looks like a wet highlight, huh? Maybe it's this brush. Maybe I should have used a different brush. Right above the brows. I ordered 2 different lip glosses. I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I ordered this color. This is not really the color I ever wear. So I'm going to go with this one, and this one is in nude. It does have a slight shimmer to it. I kind of like this. It's not sticky. I haven't used an Avon lip gloss in ages. Like how it makes them look really, really wet. I'm going to take just a little bit more of that highlight on my finger because I really like my Cupid's bow to be a little more highlighted. So this is just the Avon True Color setting spray, makeup setting spray. Last time I used this, I really didn't like it, so hopefully I like it. I have to tell you right now though, I keep looking at my highlight and I'm like, God damn. Shit. Anyway. Do a couple more. Just because I really want it to be as budge proof as possible because if y'all know me, my makeup's on a long time. Okay, so I finished doing my makeup at 11:30 in the morning. It is now 3:10 in the afternoon. And I don't know if it's because I'm sitting in front of my vanity lights or what, but I'm looking a little shiny in the camera, but I'm not shiny, like I'm still pretty matte. Maybe it's just the way the camera looks. Yeah, so anyway, so my makeup's been on for almost like a good 4 hours. So I don't have too many issues. I haven't really been doing anything. I've just been sitting on my computer trying to edit the footage, and you guys are gonna kill me. This video is gonna be really long. Sorry. I don't really know what else to say. I don't know how to make short freaking makeup tutorials. This is probably why I don't do many makeup tutorials on my channel. My lip gloss did come off because I did eat lunch. I had some tomato soup. The eye makeup, it looks like some of the glitter kind of came off. It's not as vibrant as it was when we first put it on, but hey, whatever. For the foundation, I'm not sure how to help you with that. This stupid bitch always thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not even talking to her. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not even talking to her. Does anybody else have one of them Amazon little fucking dotty things? Because they're annoying. The forehead area hasn't gotten any worse, and I apologize, my hair, I have like so much freaking dry shampoo like caked up in here because I just don't feel like washing my hair until tonight because I'm gonna dye it tomorrow since my lovely blonde hair is coming through. Yeah, no, that's not okay. But around the nose, I'm not too happy with because it's broken up and it's getting a little cakey in the chin area. Didn't really wear off around my mouth, but then again, I didn't really wipe my mouth too much when I was eating. I wasn't too much of a slob today. Shocking. The only thing I'm not too keen with is look how dry like the under eye area is. That translucent powder made everything look really dry, and then my waterline, it's actually wearing pretty decent for just being a boring black eyeliner. But I don't know, I just feel like this is not looking cute. That definitely isn't. And around my nose, I'm not happy with. And I don't know, I mean, I don't know. I kind of really do wish that mascara was more lengthening though, which is the only other thing. So far it's not too bad. The eyebrows, I have to say, came out pretty decent. Pretty decent. At least now I know if I'm ever in a tight situation, I can pull something off with limited, you know, supplies that I have. This is pretty much my verdict. It's good makeup for people who wear their face for like 5 hours, 6 hours tops. Someone like me who's constantly out in the elements and wears her makeup for longer than 15 hours a day, it's not gonna be okay for me. I know if I was like laughing more or making more faces, this definitely wouldn't look this good right now because I'm constantly making faces all day long, but I've been home by myself all day, so I haven't really been talking to anyone or laughing or doing anything, so yeah, but. And then I got this belt on Amazon. I really, really like it. I know it's supposed to be, the ties are supposed to be at the bottom, but I like it this way. I don't know. Everyone picks on me, but this is how I like it. And then these are actually Avon earrings from 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. But yeah, and then just black jeans, and I'm just going to put my black like knee-high boots on and call it a day. Okay, so it is now 10 p.m. at night. I wound up going to dinner at my mom's. I didn't have a very good afternoon. Let's just put it that way. But anyway, looking a little crazy right now. So this is what my makeup looks like. So from 11:30 this morning to 10 o'clock at night, it's been on for quite a while. As you can see, the foundation really, really liked that line on my forehead big time. It's really settling in my forehead lines. Not cute. It's totally just breaking up everywhere. Yeah, it's not flattering. I'm just gonna be honest. So yeah, like I had said before, it's probably really, really good for someone who wears makeup for like 5 or 6 hours tops. But for someone who makes a lot of expressions and facial, you know, facial faces like I do, it's just not gonna work out well for you. And if you wear makeup for very long amounts of time, I need to go take a shower. Seriously. It's just not, I don't know. I really don't know. I have to be honest though, my brows really held up quite well for just using that pencil. I'm really quite shocked. It's pretty good. But the highlight, by the way, I forgot to mention that earlier. I freaking love that highlighter. I have to be honest. Even through fading a little bit, like it still looks really, really good. Yep, that is my final verdict. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. If you have any other requests or anything like that, just let me know and I will try to get it done for you. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.